Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to do a fun deck. I'm doing actually Sparky Rage with Giant, Dark Prince, Minion Horde, and even Elixir Pump, so a really crazy deck. This deck's actually been able to reach 8k in the past. There's a few players that have been able to make it, and this is one of the more crazy decks. We run the Wizard, and the Minion Horde, and the Pump, three of the most underused cards inside of Clash Royale. Let's show you guys how to use this one. Alright guys, let's get right into this one. So the deck is really expensive. It's actually 4.6, I think, average cost. And it's kind of hard to use well. Let's go for a Wizard in the back to defend against the Miner. So, depending on what your opponent's spells are, you have to play very differently. Like, if there's a Wizard, with the Wizard, for example, I'm trying to say, what you need to do is be careful, like, is there a Lightning, is there a Fireball? In this case, there's a Poison. I'll just go Dark Prince in the back. So, my cards that are vulnerable to Poison include, of course, the Minion Horde, the Wizard, and the Pump. So, I need to be sort of picking which one I want to be using to bait the poison out, and then the other ones will be used after the poison's been played. Let's go for a Sparky after this Knight, so we can kill the Knight, and okay, we'll also be taking out the wall breakers like that, which is good, depending on what he does. He might actually have like a Miner or something to block the Sparky shot, but this should be very good for me. I will ignore those Spear Goblins. I'm not too concerned about them, and I will probably just go Giant, Mini P.E.K.K.A. Rage. This push will be very hard to defend if he's playing classic wall breakers. So we'll just do this, put everything in the river, and then go for this Rage. And this is very, very difficult to defend. This is the type of push you're looking to have with this deck. It works really well. It creates a really big attack, even against guards like what we just saw right there. It's not really fast enough to deal with the Rage Mini P.E.K.K.A, and we're already taking this entire tower. And I'm going to go Dark Prince in front, see if we can get another Sparky shot onto the King Tower. The Knight just dies instantly, and okay, this should be just a win. I think we're going to be able to roll right over this guy. And just one big push with this, and you can already see how insane it is. Let's go into the next game. Alright guys, well that was pretty quick. Let's just go into this one. I'm going to go Dark Prince. Usually I don't want to play a 5 Elixir card too early. Or if I get an opportunity, it's not even that bad to just wait for your opponent to make the first move. But okay, Dark Prince is a pretty good response to the Skeleton Army, and I should be fine. You just wait it out. Okay, Queen is interesting. I'm guessing he'll use his invisibility here. He doesn't. This could be a problem for me if he uses his invisibility against my Sparky, but I think he'll have to use it for the tower. And if he does that, I might just try to build a big push here. Like, even if he goes, okay, great. So he's getting some damage. I understand that. We're going to get a big Sparky push here. I'm definitely up 2 or 3 Elixir. This is my chance. I'm going to go for my Giant. I'm going to play my Wizard, and I'm going to play my Rage spell as soon as I can afford it. And we're going to see if we can get this tower really quickly, in which case we should be off to a really quick win here. Sparky being raged up is huge, and the Dark Prince drops, and now it's on the Giant. This is a clean victory already. Again, just like with the last game, we are already in a great position to win this one. I will go Dark Prince in front. We have a huge push brewing here, and this is going to be really hard for our opponent to do anything about. I don't really see any way to defend at this point. Snowball is, frankly, just not it. Not going to be enough. The Wizard takes out the minions. Mini P.E.K.K.A. is coming. This is going to be another very, very rapid 3-crown. Despite all of our opponent's efforts, we will be 3-crowning this guy in less than 2 minutes. Let's go to the next game. I'm really glad that I'm getting an opportunity to show you guys this crazy steamroll effect this deck can do, because the Rage spell just works so well with the Wizard. It works really good against minions, it works really good against skeletons. Like, lots of major cards that are common. Bats, Spear Goblins, those types of cards all drop instantly. Let's go for a Dark Prince to get started in this next game. But yeah, there's a lot of things to watch out for. There's cards like Zap, EDrag, those types of cards. Can be really annoying to be playing against with Sparky and Prince cards because they get reset. But it's not too big of a deal. I think we can just I guess I'll just go Mini P. We'll block, like, deflect the bats towards the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and we can take out the Dark Prince like that. That should be fine. Okay, which is a bit annoying too. I don't have my good counters for it, so I need to just wait till it gets closer, and we'll drop a Minion Horde on its head. And that'll be kind of hard for it to do anything. It's not going to be able to really defend against this Horde. It's just going to get a couple shots in, but 3 of them survive and go on. But okay, Witch and... Whew, I don't know. Okay, mini piece on the board. Let's go for a Sparky. It's a little bit weird to just drop a Sparky into getting hit by a Mini P.E.K.K.A, but okay, it survives, which is why I'm playing it. And I could maybe go for a Giant, but I don't want to play it with just half Elixir Sparky. Sorry, half HP Sparky, not half Elixir. Only half of the Sparky's still alive. Let's just go for a Wizard and rely on that against the Dark Prince. And okay, actually, now that you play the Giant, I'm going to add extra DPS. We're going to go for this Dark Prince, and also try to play for a Mini P.E.K.K.A if I can afford it, depending on what else he plays. I might just let this go. In fact, I think that might be better. We can go for a Giant in front. We have Dark Prince and a Wizard coming behind. The bats will die. This is a great spot to be in. Okay, Rage is coming. Now that you've used your bats, Rage is already available. And okay, that Mini P.E.K.K.A is history, and we'll be taking the tower again. Good game is called. Guys, that's what this deck does. Once you get a good rage push with a wizard and with a splash troop, like Dark Prince, yeah, it's just GG. Like, there's really no way to do anything. I can even go Mini P.E.K.K.A here, diverting into Dark Prince back. We'll take it out. Now there's another threat. Mini P.E.K.K.A can take the King Tower. Now he has to play Witch, but that's going to die. Oh, those Skellies were just in time. Now we actually have time to go for that Sparky. Now that the Witch is farther back and we have Sparky in cycle, we have more Elixir. Sparky's going to be fine to play on defense. Let's go for a Minion Horde. And our opponent was not ready for that last time. And he's actually running the Rage as well as Zaps on the board. That was a nice play because he's able to take out our minions. But look at my Wizard just sitting there. Does a really good job deflecting all that damage. He does have Dark Prince, so I'm sure he'll go for something like that just to try to stop the Sparky. But I have tricks too. Let's go for a Giant. And let's go for the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Because I know for sure that he will play Dark Prince. It's the only move he has. I disagree with that so strenuously. He definitely shouldn't have played it like that. But still, Rage wins the game. Like, this is just the win. Because now I go Wizard and it's raged up, and okay, even if I lose my right tower, I'm so confident this is another 3-crown, guys. This is what this deck does. Let's get another game. It's really weird how often this deck can get 3 crowns. Like, it's just 3-crown machine. Every game is a 3-crown. Let's go in for a Dark Prince. Usually, Dark Prince is my go-to play. Mini P.E.K.K.A is really useful on defense. Horde's really useful on defense. Sparky's really useful on defense. Giant's, like, risky to start with in this meta. I would highly recommend Dark Prince first play if you can. Also, I'm not really playing the pump. It's okay to pump. Sometimes it's really useful to pump. Other times, you don't really need it. So in some situations, it's really good to just start with a pump. Okay, wow. I guess I can just go for a Horde. That should really help against this. And okay, Poison's down. In this case, I think I will pump. I think this is going to be kind of annoying for me to play against. There's a Poison. There's Graveyard. I don't really have great small spells for that. And also, Poison's been played, so I feel very confident just, dropping an Elixir Collector. And okay, this should be fine for me. I don't think he has a way to punish it. Maybe he has, like, a Miner. I doubt it, though. Okay, Cage is on the board. And this should be very safe for me. I'm not too concerned. Maybe I can play for, like, a Wizard or something. Okay, but that drops. Yeah, he really did not need to play that. He could have just let me hit the Cage, and that would have been fine for him, too. But okay, whatever. Let's just go for a Wizard. Don't want to be leaking too much Elixir. I did leak a tiny bit there because the pump gave me an extra Elixir. I didn't see it. I'll just go for a Dark Prince behind. I am expecting my opponent to... Yeah, he's committing. And okay, my Dark Prince is still alive, so this is a good spot for me. I'm going to go Sparky. The point of the Sparky is to deflect the Baby Dragon so that it does not attack my Wizard. The Wizard is super valuable. Like I said, I want it all over that Baby Dragon. Let's go for a Giant in front, and let's play Rage. And now we're getting another push like before. We have another huge setup. Everything's raged up, and wow, the Dark Prince is on the tower. The Dark Prince is taking the entire tower. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Is this really going to be the entire tower with just a Dark Prince? Okay, so 85% of the tower is gone. It's just a Dark Prince, and a Wizard shot comes in. Oh, it's horrible news for our opponent. I don't want to play a pump now because I know there is a Poison available. He hasn't graveyarded in a bit. So now let's just go for a Mini P in the back. I could make... Actually, Dark Prince is a bit better. I'm just going to do that. Dark Prince is a bit stronger. And okay, Sparky's going to be good too. Let's go for a Sparky Samelet. I am kind of cycling everything into this, and I understand that it's kind of a weird play to do, but what's nice here is there's no tank. The tank is on the other side of the bridge, so we're very safe. I can just go Giant. And the point of that is it sort of deflects some of the skeletons and also blocks the like minion horde so the tower can shoot it easily. And now we just have Horde on the side. And we're taking everything out. Wizard's coming. You have to probably poison me. Like, this Rage is insane. Like, there's so much value here to be had just from, like, Rage. Like, it's amazing how powerful Rage is and how underplayed it is for how powerful it is. It's much better than, like, people would tell you that it is. Let's go for another Giant. Why not? We already have all these troops on the board. There's no reason why not to play it. Looks like a good spot to play a Giant to me. Let's go for a Horde. Why not? Again, this deck just kind of cascades down on your opponent. Icewiz dies instantly. Horde's down. Wizard's there. Okay, this is going to be another victory. Very simply. A win, and let's get one more game for this video, guys. Alright, guys, game against Scorpion and Heart Snipe. Again, not the best of starting hands for me. Like I said, Dark Prince is usually the one I would recommend starting with. But, yeah, okay. If we're not going to play anything, I will play a Dark Prince. I'd like to cycle to my pump if that's possible. Okay, he goes Ghost. So this could be a lot of things still. There's lots of opportunities here for different types of decks. I'll just go for a Collector here, I think. I don't really see any problem with collecting this. And okay, the Ghost actually dies, which is great for me. And I also have Mini P.E.K.K.A at the bridge. That should shut down the Magic Archer. He might play, he might play a Bandit, which I need to be concerned about, I'd say. But here I just play Wizard, and okay, this should be very good for me. Oh, nice play there. Okay, and actually, I kind of need to eat this. Unfortunately, that Bandit was just juking all my troops out. And okay, we do have a pump down, but okay. And zapping that is definitely incorrect. Like, definitely do not zap that. Let's go for a Sparky. I do think he has the P.E.K.K.A. So, well, in fact, I'm sure all of us think that they have the P.E.K.K.A. Ghost is done. What I need to do here is I need to get, like, Sparky, Giant, Minion Horde, Rage all at once. And this can be kind of hard to defend, even if you go for it. Even if you go for, you know, the classic. Yeah, the P.E.K.K.A. defense is a good defense, but okay, Rage is very strong. And that's the type of way you need to play this deck. Like, you need to just kind of admit that you're playing into something that's hard to get through and just go through it anyway. It's kind of what happens. It's... Okay, and we already see the oops coming out from our opponent. EWiz is there. Another annoying card for this deck. Playing as the EWiz is very irritating, especially because it stops the Sparky. But what can we do? We're playing a crazy deck like this. If I go for a pump now, he's going to poison me, so let's just not do that. It's not worth it. And what I can actually do here is I can actually Sparky, and if my opponent goes too crazy in the other lane, I'll just kite everything over. Like, I'll just pull everything over. Okay, he actually makes the best decision. He just goes ram. I can't actually kite a battle ram. That's not possible. So we have no choice but to just, you know, give some damage back. Okay, 18 HP left. Now we go for the same play as before. He's going to have to play a P.E.K.K.A. We have to go for the Rage. EWiz is great. Oh, he's able to stop it. Okay, nice. Good play by my opponent. He elects no P.E.K.K.A. this time. And wow, he actually even defended... He even defended his Electro Wizard. That was really nicely done. And I need to go for a Wizard. It's my only chance of defending this. And huge push from our opponent. This is exactly... I will show this loss. I will show you guys this loss. Because I did make a good play against it. I was able to get through. But this is the type of thing that's really annoying. So these are the types of decks that you don't want to be facing. Anything with like 2 zaps, they have the zap, and of course the Electro Wizard, like every P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam does. But like, this is how you kind of have to play against it. Like what I did when I went for the huge push on the right side. That's exactly how you got to play against this. Not the flashiest inning, but a good one nonetheless. Alright guys, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys like fun decks like this one, let me know. I'll try to make more videos like this in the future. I'm going to link you to my last video that I did in Mortar, and it's this crazy Mortar deck with Skeleton King. It's awesome. I love that deck a lot. Make sure you go click on that. And also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already done that. I really would appreciate that if y'all would do that. Which is awesome of you guys. Those of y'all that have already subscribed, we did cross 1,000, like I've said many times in the previous videos, which is awesome. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.